Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Now I know what you're thinking, but Ben, didn't you live stream 15 minutes ago? Yeah, I did. But I feel like we're near the end. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to jump straight into it and just continue on because you know that feeling? I just feel like we're so close to the end. Because we're finding out who the Phantom is, and we're picking apart the Phantom's claims and all that, basically. We're so close yet so far, so yeah. Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately the moonrock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail. You can? Of course. Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Yeah. All this court needs is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edges without compare. Come now, ready it with me and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage. Oh, I mean, this is an outrage? Yeah! Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moonrock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, alright. But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moonrock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. The security was super tight at the Space Center back then. All that in spite of the Space Center had very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle the withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Does this mean the moonrock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. And why is that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, especially the lab, but the moonrock was never found. Ah, how did I forget about that? A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moonrock vanish into the ether. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. Phantom didn't have the moonrock on him when he left the lab. Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up 7 years after that either. Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think. How did the moonrock vanish from the robotics lab? So can you not say what happened to moonrock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. What? Oops, sorry, I mean... What? Huh? In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. How did the Phantom make the moonrock disappear from the crime scene? I don't know.
Take that!
That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up with the one rocket? He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope's capsule that was there in the lab that day. Yes, and the team must have loaded it into the Hope space probe eventually, but That's what happened. The moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket. Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years the moon rock was... Exactly. Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe! What? Order in the court. I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat-1 anyway. The villain used his primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. Mr. Starbuck and the others followed the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later. With the capsule in tow, of course. Yeah! If we analyse the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear, that you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have just been to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crimes 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge. And he attacked Clay as he was making his escape out of the rocket with a capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself. Just so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. Probably hung on to that capsule for all he's worth until his very last breath. This is so funny. You make me laugh. You really do. But he's totally out of whack now. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to all of it now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I am not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes. A trap! Now I'm not sure what to think. But if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, that is not out of the question. But in that case, you could say anything is a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I'm afraid it's taking blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order. Further investigation? More like plotting your escape, but no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now. I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell. Hey, you guys don't really... Hold it. Edgeworth! Ah, back so soon. It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot recognition systems, but none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves. Oh, God. Right, okay, are we ready, people? Are we ready? Are we braced? Let's go. Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. What? You... Okay, well, yeah, see, that's the thing, see. That's the thing, see. It's very interesting when I'm already dead. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body was found a year ago. has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then does this mean... Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. An imposter? Then this man... Who in the world is he? Enough your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. Ho! Hey! What? Ho! Hi! Who? What the? No! His face. What is happening? Oh, look what... Look what you did to my mask. Mask? What's the meaning of this witness? Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now. Okay. What new voice do I have to pull out to be my... I can't... Oh no. Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck, but that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can
Silence.
you? Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat One, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want. Not so fast. I have the Phantom Psych profile right here. If we compile the Psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom. Oh wait, what? Another one? It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the... Oh, fuck, no. That voice, those words. Oh. What voice did I give, Professor? I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes. That was it. Professor Means! This is a mask. I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now, give me that evidence. Ah! Huh? Time to take out the trash. Permanently. How could you? Now, do you see how powerful the ends justify the means can be?
Silence.
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. But that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me. At all. Or perhaps it is really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What do you mean? What must you see when you look in the mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. I hate the smile. I hate the smile of this guy. I mean, look at him. Look at him. I hate it. Baby. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one, I am nothing but endless abyss. Before the ends justify the means. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? And now we resume with our lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule, yes. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule. I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence, and was blown to smithereens. It looks like you were finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the real reason this courtroom's blown up. Also, pins and needles are in my leg. This is oh, this is going to be quite fun, this. Ooh. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Is the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just nameless undercover agent. The defense wants to continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least, a prayer. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Tono? I know, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace, the moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? Yes, and as you can see, the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing, that's that a picture? Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity? I'm going to say it was this. Is that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? The moon rock along with it? You think this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. Please your attention on this photo taken after the bombing. Specifically, right here. I was right. Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the hot one. Now please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration? Oh my, yes, I see it. It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. A DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable! But that's impossible! A surprise, to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Quite literally. Because it's bloody. See what I did there? No, I know I'm not funny. I apologize. Let's just have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright, if we can include that. We've gone to the police department immediately in order testing. Prosecutor Blackwell, does the test results show? There's a rock fragment that had blood on it and appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know fully well what it revealed. We confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't we? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom. Was that me? Huh? Was that Phoenix? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Oh, for God's sake. Really? Me? Why? It was a pretty good objection, too. Don't you think? So we got Phoenix and we got Phoenix. Right, okay, that makes sense. Can I just say, I shouldn't really be surprised with some of the really weird and random things that come out of this game now. Like, we've interviewed a parrot before, and we've had a guy who's been in prison, but also still committed a murder, but then a guy who was in prison, but was found to have committed murder, hence why he's in prison, but actually didn't commit a murder, and now 2 Phoenixes. I don't get it. I don't get it. How am I still surprised at this franchise? Yeah, somehow, this franchise always finds a way to outdo itself. It really does. Now he's me. So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? No, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright. Is this trial getting any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it, at least I get to do my own normal voice for quite a while. How can you be so sure that pieces of the same moon rock there was a robotics lab? Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anyone can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely with such a unique appearance just happened to be there. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago I tripped and fell in this very courtroom. I was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. Even he must realise how ridiculous that sounds. And yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question. I see you're starting to swim, Mr. Wright. I thought there was at times when lawyers had to force their biggest smiles. You're the last person I want to hear that from. Well, where do we get those fragments analysed? You could even ask an expert to verify if they were from moon rock or not. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. And why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you'd need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore. And there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Oh, no! There's really no way to prove it? You finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
That was my own objection that time. The real Phoenix's objection. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. Shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of a hope that can turn everything around. Final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do? We do. Even though the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. White? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing, as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. The earring. But just about the only things my mother left with me with are rigid. And this earring, maybe she did love me, in her own way. The earring. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left with you with a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. See, evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah. Oh! You mean... Exactly a gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock. That's your sample? This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from that original moon rock. What? All this time? Right here all along? Oh, you are fucked. You are fucked. All I can think about right now is if you've ever seen Good Omens and Crowley just goes, this is Satan himself. This is personal. We are fucked. That's all I can think about right now. Just you are fucked. No. It can't be. If the composition of the one fragment and the earrings are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago. Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do. I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. I couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear. Then you're just a coward from running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run away from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life, and so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another, so they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at the bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? Oh, the fear inside of me? Is this? No. Oh, yes! This. I'm sorry. Who remembers the absolute sweet relief that we got and the satisfaction we got from getting Manfred von Karma, for his crime? This is the exact same feeling. And oh, this is so satisfactory. Feel fear, you phantom, because you know no different. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I feel fear. You can't outrun yourself. Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face. Ooh, that was also sick as fuck. That was sick. My own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. My true face. I don't have one. My face. Oh, hello, Ted. Been a while since I've seen you. LaBelle? Oh, are we going to go through every character? Is this my face? Is it? No, that's not it. No! This isn't me either. Is this me? I've forgotten. Which one is my face? What am I? What am I? What That was sick! That's like every character we faced in this game. That was sick. Oh, we don't even get to see who the fucking Phantom is. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. You bastard. You know what you've done. You know exactly what you've done. A sniper attack in this very courtroom. Just wait my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Mr. Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright? I mean his imposter doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, that was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of that final piece of evidence right down submitted is in. The composition of his Sykes earring and the fragment of the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4 and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the friend please return to our proper place? Yes, Your Honor. And now then, this court finds the defendant, Gina Sykes, not guilty. And very proud, might I say. Court is adjourned. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Oh, yay! December 20th, 9:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Wait, what the fuck do you mean 9:12 p.m.? In December? no way it would have been that bright in December. Congratulations! Oh god, what voice did I give Pearl? Fuck. What voice did I give Pearl? Fuck, no, Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Really nice, was it? Thank you, Pearls, and thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy! I'm so glad to see you! Juicy, you alright? You hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for you last. You just keep our spirits up. That's our Juicy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right? I fear I owe you another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth? We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Ah, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who've been tracking the Phantom all this time. Well, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. With all your help as chief prosecutor, that was key to a successful conclusion. Besides, she only saw it to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah. Getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal that happened like 8 years ago now, which I still find really fucking weird, but there you go. Well, I owed you... Well, the scandal that happened started 8 years ago, but then concluded 1 year ago, which again, I find really fucking weird. This entire thing happened almost immediately after that Apollo's game, basically. That's what we're trying to say here. Like, immediately after. There we go. Well, I owe you a few favours. Hey, Edgeworth. Think we can finally bring the dark age of the law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. And besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you can say that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. I won't kill you. Instead, the fires in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Athena. I feel like, yes, of course. I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Oh, just barely. I still made it. Oh, this is actually going to make me cry. Because this is technically the quote-unquote last game, the last episode in this game. Because don't forget, in the original game, this was supposed... the next case in this game was only DLC, and you had to pay for it, don't forget. So this is technically the last case in this game. Oh, so... I'm gonna cry. Ah, the girl. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. Some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through. Well, looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. Took all of us together to pull it off. You bet, boss. Well, it's here we are, huh? It's definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office is the best, most capable guys around. Thanks, Mr. Ray. I'm going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry it caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's head for the Right Anything Agency. Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Right. But there are so many more people out there who need our help. You're right. I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the law to a close. Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles. Huh? Nothing like a bowl of Eldon's noodles after a trial. All on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works, the Right of the agency, right, Mr. Wright? Can you like stop saying right? Huh? Huh? As a boss, it is your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Huh? Huh? Huh?
All right, dear Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. You knew you grew up to such generous gentlemen.
Still too young for me, Pauls. I'm like double your age. Guys? Under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in.
Hey, not fair. I want to say it too.
Fine, all say it together. Okay. Here we go.
Objection!
Objection! Oh, that was great. That was a great ending. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game isn't finished yet.
I'm trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, a solar air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. Think I should have found him a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is a Right Anything Agency after all.
Oh, I like this. Again, this game isn't technically finished yet because we have one more the special case, but there you go.
I best study as much as I want to be judged someday. My grandma says he lots of peppers and I look like a passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow, green peppers or yellow peppers. Or maybe I should grow hollows of some red peppers instead.
Hell yeah. The people who work on these games are legendary. Like, it's such a simple concept.
That game's a lie, you say. How naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Ah!
Yeah, like, this is such a simple concept for a game, but it works so well. And, like, telling it to people, it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all. You're being a lawyer? What the fuck? But it really is. I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler Tembataro.
He's scheduled to go up against the Amazing Night Tales next, though.
Oh, what to do? A fight to the finish with myself?
Why don't you ask Mr. Demonlight to be the Amazing Night Tales too?
That's not a bad idea. I bet he'll be all for it. Ha, so to meet his foes, sorry, my little friend. It's like, you talk to people, it's like, yeah, that sounds boring as hell, but the game works so well. Would you believe it? I am Alderman Ninetales spell now. Pretty impressively, I took over Rex Yubi for the good of the people. What do you say? Would you like me to make a little donation to help us out? Hey, you, what do you think you're doing sneaking into the manor? The jig's up, better make a run for it. Such a good game, man. Every single one of them I played so far. I can't remember our voices I gave you.
I thought I wanted to be an artist. The theme of it makes that become genuinely interesting before. So nice to for the bar exam. Oh, I'm gonna prosecute the theater someday. Your SEE.
I've studied my buns up too. Not for the bar exam. I'm gonna pass the themes entrance exam in my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course.
You, Juniper, dream will live on forever! I found really sweet boxes for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Is it because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? But anyway, thanks to the travel school newspaper's future is as bright as can be. Now let's see what the fresh blood has to say in the new school paper. I read it cried so much at graduation rehearsal, the cardboard box got soggy.
Oh, it's a fun night-only reunion concert. I still remember that evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no high school student has ever heard. When she said just for an all concert, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah? I can already hear it now.
I give this place good cleaning from top to bottom. But it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clear the attitudes of the people in this office. Well, I must invite you to come here once the training's over, so we must be done.
Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die, and by blowing the Hathaway rocket has been already officially begun. Look at me, people of this great nation, witness the glory of your cosmos. What do you... Oh, director. Yes. Your preparations are only complete, yes. You'll just leave everything to me. Assistant Director, your cosmos. Go to the moon.
The rocket in the thing Romani Metis went to the moon. I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Montes Pianus or the magic? Those words. You'd think they would like either one? Yay. Hooray. I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be there, Miss Aura, than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I want you to use me again like you used to.
That sounds really wrong, but there we go. Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. I got to move for real this time. For me and for Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I know I should never give up. I'm worried. You can't breathe in space. Oh man, I get really nervous. That was the voice I gave him. God damn it. Oh well. No, I am not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around. I've been kept waiting for a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father is accused, and you wish for Athena to defend him? Then perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. This is quite nice. I like this. I look forward to my next month's salary assessment.
Please forgive me.
Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecutor's office to light. It seems solving that case has thawed the chill of winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude. But I will repay him one day, you can trust in that. In the next game? In the next episode, maybe. Ooh, do. Who knows? Oh, love this. I love this. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Why are we going so high up? I mean, that game, I'll tell you what though, this game had quite a bit. I mean, the animation is spectacular. Again, you've got to remember that these 3 games on this trilogy were all on the 3DS. Maybe Apollo wasn't, but these 2 certainly were, looking at the graphics and all that, because the 3DS allowed the Ace Attorney games, because of its storage size, to have 3D models for once. And the difference in animation is astounding. I mean, the quality of animation from the original Apollo Justice to this Apollo Justice, I'm sure, is humongous. But, you know, it's so slick and beautiful, and the storyline for this as well. You know, it's one of those things where, again, if you didn't know what happened in the Apollo Justice game with the whole Phoenix Wright forced evidence trial and all that, some of these bits and some sentences that were said in this game wouldn't necessarily make sense. Okay, yeah, you don't have to know because there's references to it, and realistically, it's one of those things where the Dark Age of the Law in this game was brought on by Blackwell and things like that. But it works so well. And putting all 3 games together is amazing. And as I say, the Dark Age of the Law through line of this entire game is spectacular. And they worked it so well. They worked it so well. Because even in the second case... Oh, shh. We have a cutscene. What's this? Is Solomon finally going to go up into space? Is he going to do it?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Yeah, he will.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Oh, hell yeah! Pop off! Go on, Solomon! Go on, Mr. Starbuck. Even Edwin is watching! Oh. Blackwell? This is actually really quite touching! Even Aura! Oh my god, this is actually really touching! Why is this actually bringing me to tears? Oh my god, this is genuinely bringing me to tears! Like, this is actually so sweet! Like, everyone's watching! The man who was scared of space finally get into space!
You'll be fine! Just believe in yourself!
The moon's closer than you think!
Yeah! This is actually really fucking sweet! Oh. The moon.
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
That's actually really fucking sweet! I actually can't with this game! Wow! The fact that Phoenix hasn't... Because this is the thing, right? Phoenix never really had anywhere to go. His kind of story arc was done in the first 3 games, for obvious reasons. Through the years, I've seen as much joy and heartache. Honesty is deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. Has actually brought me to tears. Fucking hell. And that is the end of the mainline games. What a way to end it. What a way to end it. But just because we had the credits and all that, we still have the special episode called Turnabout Reclaimed. So even though I'm in tears, let's have a look at this chapter, do the cutscene, because we've
My
still...
name is Phoenix Wright.
Oh.
Head of the Write Anything agency and a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
I was doing something else entirely for a while there. As for why I decided to formally get back into lawyering, let's just say there's unfinished business to take care of. Anyway, I thought I'd reminisce about my first case back on the job. And what a case it was. It happened only a few months after Athena joined our office.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Special episode. Turnabout reclaimed. Ooh, cutscene. Hey, yo. We have a pirate episode? There's a pirate episode? Now this I was not expecting.
Captain Orla, you made it just in time.
Oh, yeah, I did. You know the pirate bee, Boatian.
We be pirates, we love to sail the
Oh,
seven
here we get a bit of a sing-song.
Bunch of scallywags,
Ooh.
you are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
Yeah! Oh, that was actually pretty sick. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Actually, that's pretty cool. Actually, I like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that means for us, but that was pretty cool. That was an opening and a half. But now I think that's a good place to save off. Yeah. Main game finished. Special episode started. And wow, what a way to finish off the main game. Like, again, that was spectacular. Again, the through line of the Dark Age of the Law, and even from Temataro's episode, is it Turnabout Monster? Or whatever they call. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's go back a sec. What was it? Turnabout, like, Monster, something like that? A monstrous turnabout, close enough. But the monstrous turnabout, like, even from this episode, there was still hints of the Dark Age of the Law. Obviously, this was happening between episode 4 and episode 5, and this, episode 3, kind of really hammered down the Dark Age of the Law, but this one, obviously, like, had hints to it and stuff, and it was just spectacular. Obviously, we've got the special episode left to do for this one, and then we move on to this. Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, which looks interesting, but we're not there just yet. So, until the next episode, thank you for enjoying this episode. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!